to Oakley Hour. Today I received my box for the Snoopy build. There should be 3 issues in here. I'm going to play it by ear whether I'm going to be doing all 3 on this one video or whether I'm going to do 3 separate ones. So let's see what's in the box. It came very badly damaged, delivered by Yodel. You have to excuse the wire, that's because I'm messing around with wiring and stuff. Alrighty, so let's see. Okay, so we have some boxes here and here. I'll show you that in a moment. We have a binder to put together, and we have our books and also some glue. Get rid of the box, big out the way thing. So this is what we have going down. So I'll go through the magazines on each video. So the glue is just, get this out of the way, white glue it says. And then we have the binder. I'll talk about that in a second. Let me put each one with the things. So these do have on the back of them numbers, so you know which magazine to put them with. So this one goes with number 3. I'll put that to one side. This one goes with number 4. And there's a box with number 4 on it. Goes to one side. And this one's number 5. Okay, and that's our glue. Don't know if I use it or not. A folder to put it all in. Let's see if I can get this wire out of the way. It's annoying me, so I can only imagine it annoying you. Okay, let's see if that's a little better. It was annoying me seeing it, so I'm sure it probably was you. Okay, so let's see how our little binder. So this is to put all those magazines in. And like I say, I actually have found the magazines really cool to read. It seems to have 1 month of the year in order so far, so I'm hoping that continues, of the cartoons that were published. So I actually do think it's worthwhile keeping. I will probably go through it with my grandkids, if not lend it to a few people in the hope that I get it back. So the cover gives you, oh, it's got some stickers, okay. It gives you some instructions, I believe, at the bottom here. So let's see. It says that's number 2. Number 1 is to fold this under, like so. It's quite on the stiff side. Number 2 to put those down, and then number 3 is that sticky. It is. It can't be. Why would you have a sticky there? I don't know. And this goes inside. Okay, it's pretty tight fit. And obviously, we're going to get a few of these. And then on the back, up here, is a place to put your numbers. So I have numbers 1 to 7, so I'm assuming that are going to be 7 folders. So let me put on a label. Oh, that's not even coming off as it should. So hold on to these, because I'd imagine we will be needing them going forward. Let's see if I can put this straight. I know you're not seeing anything, but that's okay, because you know I just can't put things straight otherwise. No guarantee. It's not straight now, but number 1 is on there. Alright, so what I am going to do is put in the number 2 that I had from last time. Number 1. I'll put in my info leaflets, put those at the beginning. And I will put in 3, 4, and 5. And then I will get them out as I need them. So we have 3. Well, just turn it over. No, that was the right way. 3, 4, and 5. And then it'll keep them all safe for you. Okay, so get rid of that bloody wire again. It's back. It's back to haunt me. Okay, so that's how I'm probably going to store it anyway, so I load it from the back. So each time I will pull out a folder, have a good read, and we will go through it. Okay, see you in a minute. Alright, so like I say, welcome back. So this was what we got up to on the Snoopy house build for parts 1 and 2. These are not stuck on. I hope we do stick them on because they're very, very wobbly guys, and I could see me losing them, and nor is this little table stuck on. So let's see what we have in issue 3. Alright, we have a big box. Looks like we're doing a totally different scene. Not doing anything on the other one, which is a bit unfortunate. I like to finish one thing before another, but hey, that's not how it's going to make this happen, is it? Or it looks that way at least. Alright, let's see what we got, and I'll open this in a sec. So let's have a look at this magazine. So, issue 3 of our Snoopy build. I really do love this build. I mean, compared to other builds that I do, models, obviously it is generally a lot simpler. A bit like, probably simpler than the Moonin one, and probably a little bit more complicated than the Disney Doll's House. So what do we have in here? I'm reading upside down, so bear with me, guys. We have the mound and the peanut sign. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing today. And we're going to get Lucy as the figure will be here. So did I see her even in there? I want to go back now. Oh yeah, okay, there she is. Alright. Oh, bear with me. Okay, so let's have a look. Right. I am going to use, they've provided me with some glue, so I will give this a go and see what it's like. It's just white glue, so it says it's very strong, high quality, very strong. Okay, so we start off with a cartoon down here, got a little figure, tells us what to do, so go straight into that. Going to be working with some electrics, so that's kind of cool. What else do we have? Have All About Lucy, and I remember her being a little bossy. Some cartoons there. And then about the Peanuts comic strips of the 1950s. I mean, it started in, what, October 1950, so it's not much of the 1950s. Unless they call it the whole, it's probably the whole decade, what am I thinking? Anyway, and then it goes on to December 1950s, so that's kind of cool, so I will sit and have a read of those. Love the little snippets that they have in here as well, so it's like a little bit of tidbit information, so it's kind of cool, and then it carries on the back. So like I say, I mean, I've got a folder to put these in now. I definitely will read them. I find them really fascinating to read and things. So that said, let's get this box open and see what we have. Well, very embarrassingly, when I went to edit this video to put it all together to get it ready to go up, I realised that obviously there was no recording of me opening the box, so you don't see what's coming, nor me putting anything together. So I am going to go through the book. When you see issue 4, you will see this further than what it is, because I have completed it. So first of all, you get the base here. You just need to know what things are. And I went through that. Make sure that any areas that you're going to be pushing things in are clear, which I also did, but I will be redoing, I think, in issue 4, I want to say, because one of them doesn't quite work right. Then we screw these together. You saved yourself a lot of torment, trust me. It took a while. I didn't video the whole thing, but it did take quite a bit of effort. The screws actually go in kind of at an angle. So bear that in mind, and you get 3 screws with this, but you're only going to use 2. The other thing you got with this is you had Lucy as well, so you get to put her on. So that was what you did there, and it shows you that here. Then we worked on some electrics. So the electrics we worked on was for a Peanuts sign. Had to think about that then. And you put your electrics in, you put it through there. Again, I saved yourself some hassle of me trying to put it in the other end and it not working because I had this upside down. Yeah, never mind. So you've got the shortened version, so that went in. and this is push to fit, so you just got to make sure that you do not pinch this wire, the wire here, on the base. So you want to run it between these two, like so, and I think it shows it a bit closer on here. You want to make sure that it's between those two nodules there, otherwise it will get caught when you start screwing them in and stuff. So you do that, put that down flat. You put in a couple of letters into the cover for this, which is letter D, which is going to go in the P, and a triangle, which goes in the letter A. Then you put the this plastic stuff with the blue and put it together. Doesn't look right, does it? Yeah, put it together, and then you top it off with the wiring one that we did, making sure that that wire down here is tight and that everything lines up. And it does a very slight, it's not a very defined click, so it does a very kind of very small click. I was expecting it to be bigger. Anyway, and that was what there was. So I do apologise for that. That was my bad. Then I would have showed you what comes in for. Let me go grab that. All right, and what comes in for is we are going to get Linus, cuteness he is. We're going to put some clouds on, and we're going to make some cushion covers. So I'm not sure what else is involved in that, and I don't want to really go through that on this video, but that's going to be number 4. So thank you very much for watching. I do apologise about that, but I probably saved you some heartache of watching me do some crazy stuff and not be very successful at the stuff that I was doing, but I did get the screws in the end, so we did get there. Anyway, so like I say, do like and subscribe, but please feel free to comment. I will get back to you when I can, or you can email me, which is on the credits at the end, where I showed Juliet, my little puppy, who's now 6 months just gone, and that also gives the email address, because I know sometimes the subtitles do not, or I know they definitely don't put it down right. Yeah, most of all, do take care of yourselves, and like I say, sorry about that. Bye.